When receiving a deletion request, make sure you can first identify the person. Are they who they claim to be? In some jurisdictions, it's acceptable to request a copy of their ID. But trust me, I strongly discourage your organization going that route, as it increases its requirements for safe data handling and safe retention of sensitive information of ID data. It also leads to a grossly disproportionate data processing activity for the commonplace purpose of demonstrating compliance. Imagine now you're processing a passport scan when all the data subject wanted was the deletion of their marketing email address. The best way to verify their identity is simply to get the requester to formulate their request from the email address registered on their user account, or from the app directly if it requires authentication. If they're logged into their app or email client, it is safe to assume they are who they say they are. Your identity verification does not need to go a level further. Now, you need to carefully look at your records of processing activities. Where is that data used? Can it be deleted, or does it need to be retained to demonstrate sales of goods, for instance, for an applicable 10 years of statutory retention? If this were the case, you would need to respond that the account data has been deleted, but that archive invoice PDFs are no longer accessible to product teams, and they're kept 10 years to demonstrate proof of sale. When providing this response, make sure that this information is in your privacy notice. Otherwise, you're making it very easy for the data subjects to complain to supervisory authorities, arguing this processing was not made clear to them from the outset. You have 30 days to respond to a data subject request. If handling it proves more complicated than necessary, perhaps because your processes are not up to par, or the granularity of your RoPA is not up to par, or the transparency of your privacy notice is not up to par, your staff is not trained, or those who have been trained are actually out of office, you can extend that 30-day time frame by another 30 days. And if that is still insufficient, you could do that a second time. Meaning in total you would have 90 days to respond. But make sure that you acknowledge the request when it first comes in, thus setting an expectation for when it will be addressed and informing the requester that you'll get back to them before the expiration date. If an extension is needed, then clarify why in your response and track that item in your project or compliance management documents. When providing the final response, also inform the data subject that they can place a complaint with the supervisory authority. This should have been already detailed in your privacy notice.